Alright, so I've gotten a little further. The bed is on. It's pretty good. We got a little bit of flex here. You see that? I don't know if you can. But once it's all under tension and whatnot, it should be much better. So let's talk a little bit about the wiring. So I put the circuit breaker in. So once that bolts back up, it's just going to sit on the back there like that. Circuit breaker goes on the live side. You put the live into it should say, if you have one, it should say live on one tab, and then on the other tab it'll say load. So on the live tab, that's what connects directly to the power supply. Now the power supply, if you see here, it says live, neutral, and that stands for ground. Okay, so live, that is what's going to go to live on the circuit breaker. Then neutral, your neutral is going to go directly to the bed. Once you're, now I put a connector in here. So this is my neutral wire, and it's got a insulated connector, and then I put on the bed, I put another connector that'll just slip in there. So whenever I want to take the power supply off, I can just unhook that connector, and I'll be good to go. Now, the ground, so because I don't have different color wires, so I'm just using all 16 gauge black. That's why I'm going to try to connector coordinate. So that connector is going to be purely for the neutral on the bed. And then this wire here is going to go directly to the SSR. I'm not sure if I'm going to make a connector for it or if it's just going to wire directly to the SSR. And then I'm going to just have to unscrew the one little screw on the SSR to get this wire out each time. I'm probably going to do that just for right now until I sheathe this with... I'm going to sheathe the... I'm going to sheathe it with red. Once I sheathe it with red, then I'll make a connector for it. But for right now, it's just going to go directly to the SSR. Then the ground, you want to make sure, since this is an AC bed, you're going to want to ground pretty much everything on the printer. So from this, I'm going to do another wire that's going to go directly to the frame. Now the frame, this is the side where the CPU mounts. So it's going to screw right into there. I just threaded that, and it's just going to use a regular little M5 button head. And then have one of these guys in there. Actually, I'm gonna do a fork style, and then tighten it down on it so that all I have to do is loosen that little screw for the ground, and then this will slide right out when I want to remove the power supply. But so you want to ground the frame, but you're also going to want to ground the bed. Now, what I'm going to do is from the way I'm going to do it is from the frame. I'm gonna put another bolt here from the frame, and then I'm going to run a wire that's long enough so that when the bed moves, it'll be all right. And then I'm gonna bolt it to the bed. Now I'm probably gonna do it somewhere a little more like this. I'll probably do it right here. I'll just use this bolt hole, and I'll put a countersunk bolt in it, and then I'll just bolt it straight to there. And then I don't ever have to worry about the bed not being grounded to the frame, and then the frame is gonna be grounded to the ground on the power supply. Now, where that goes directly to the ground, that ground prong right there, which goes to the ground on the wall. It's important to do that just because of if anything shorts to ground or anything like that. I mean, it has some place to go and it doesn't just get hot. It'll just trip the circuit breaker. And that's it for that. So yeah, so I'm gonna ground the bed to the frame. I'll move it all the way forward, and then I will. There it is, all the way forward. At least I think it is. Yeah, that should be. Yep. No, it's not. Oh, it's hitting my screen. So all the way forward is gonna be. Sorry, I don't have a whole lot of space to be working right now. But right there, that's all the way forward. So from there, I'll run the wire to here. And that should ground the bed to the frame. And then the frame is going to be grounded to the power supply itself. So that's how I'm going to do that. You can probably directly ground to the power supply from the bed. I'm not going to do that just because I want to be able to, like I said, take the power supply off a lot easier with a whole lot less connectors. But yeah, that's it for now. And again, I hope this was helpful, and like and subscribe if it's helping you. Thanks.